Measuring just 3 meters by 4 meters, this streamlined house could be a glimpse into the future when we are all compelled to live life in smaller spaces. So here is my downsized house. It looks like a normal Hansel and Gretel style house. But there's a key difference. Would you Adam and Eve that there are 5 rooms in one here? Let's explore them together as a team now. The interior floor area measures just 12 square meters, but it contains all any man, or other genders, could ever want. Welcome to the crib. It's modestly sized, let's say that. This is my living area. Scattered about the place are all manner of tiny gadgets. A music player that turns anything it touches into speakers. The steadfast Thermomix. And the TV remote control won't get lost behind the cushion because the cushion is the remote control, allowing me to lose other things behind it. It's a bit like a library stacking system. I turn this wheel. Obviously, my objets are now under direct threat. My engineering staff has triumphed. The walls inside the cube sit on runners, moving backwards and forwards, thus reconfiguring the interior space. Lock eyes on the kitchen, y'all. The power and plumbing supply is built into the back wall. All I now need to do is move the walls again so I can get back to the living room. Lovely. I'm now ready to receive guests. When I say guests, I lie. There is just one man coming, a comedian called Jimmy Carr, whose house may well be larger than this.
So, this is the new house?
Yes, I've made sure that it's in keeping with the area. That's very important to me architecturally.
It's not fully in keeping with it. I mean, it's not, strictly speaking, a residential area.
Who are you, Kevin McLeod?
A little bit.
How dare you?
I love what you tried to do and it very nearly came off.
Do you want to go inside?
Wow.
How do you feel about this?
I, too, in my home, have an entrance hall where you hang coats and take off shoes, and I presume this is that space, and then, like the TARDIS, it opens up and we go into the property.
Don't be glib. Sit down, OK? Sit down.
What,
sit
where?
down
well, maybe I'll
in
take...
the living room. Yeah.
In the living room, OK. I'll sit down in the...
OK. Jimmy's initial rudeness is arrested by this hitherto hidden piece of space-saving technology. Yeah?
But you know, I like it because it's gadgety.
Yeah.
I just like... There's something about that so satisfying. If you just had a TV there, I would not be impressed.
We squeeze into the kitchen. We're now in the kitchen area.
I've got to admit, that's quite clever.
Do you like it?
Well, that's quite a... Again, the gadgety nature of being able to do that is kind of... Does that then move across as well?
Yes.
Are we in danger? Jesus, not really. Actually,
there we go.
does.
Come on.
How does... So you can decide how big your kitchen is?
Yeah, you can reenact that scene in Star Wars where they get crushed. How like your house is this currently?
I've got that. Great gadget.
What do you like about the Thermomix, Jimmy?
The Thermomix makes the best porridge in the world. Or just throw everything in there. It does it for about 10 minutes and you get this incredible creamy porridge.
Nice.
Love a porridge in the morning. It's a hell of a gadget. I mean, that's a hell of a gadget.
At last, recorded proof that Jimmy Carr eats porridge. Do you want a plate?
Is that like a... Oh, for... Oh, my God, that is a...
There you go. Do you want some quiche?
I'm liking the kitchen generally.
Yeah.
I've got a feeling if you show me another room, all of that will be destroyed.
His feeling is proved correct as I reveal to him a tiny toilet.
So actually, there is an exercise element. I mean, the whole house is basically the gym.
Yes, good.
And I think we can take out the cameraman.
Here we go.
I mean, this is...
Yeah? Are you pleased?
This is sort of fabulous, isn't it?
The duck doubles up as a digital speaker and the shaver is the size of a credit card. Get in the machine.
What's the machine?
OK. Washing machine, shower.
I mean, brilliant. I mean, well, that's a shower. That's like a shower in any normal-sized house. That's just a shower. OK. On this...
Sure.
Has anyone been damaged? I mean, it strikes me that health and safety-wise...
Has anyone been damaged?
You could come in of an evening and you could crush a loved one. Yeah, they could be just flat.
How would you crush a loved one?
Well, wait there. Wait there for 1 second. I'll show you.
OK, do it.
Yeah?
Keep going.
Yeah? Yeah? Richard, you in there?
Yeah.
If it hurts, tell me.
I'm in the shower, fool.
So the safety mechanism on this house is hide in the shower?
That's always the safety mechanism. What's your assessment, Jimmy?
I like it. I think it's genuinely fun and innovative, and if you think about it, it's basically half a shipping container, maybe a third of a shipping container, and they've made it kind of an interesting, fun little space. And there's a problem with housing and where housing is. It could solve it. You set one of these up in every shipping container and plonk them right in the middle of town. Where are we now? We're in the middle of Spitalfields.
Sure.
No one can afford a flat around here. They're crazy money, so just stick one of these in.
There is one final room to reveal, and that room can only be described as being upstairs.
How do we get upstairs?
OK, watch this.
Oh, easy.
Move this to the centre.
I'm moving. Okay.
All right.
So that to the centre. Oh, OK.
Hey, now.
Well, no, I'm putting it in the centre.
You're not authorised. I don't think this marriage is going to work.
Whoa. So this is where the magic happens, is it?
Well, this is where the beds are.
Wow.
Let's leave it at that. The tiny cube house manages to contain 2 double beds suspended on a mezzanine level.
If we were single guys, right? Imagine the scenario. We're single guys.
Yeah.
We live together.
Which I'm very much not, but go ahead.
OK, we're on a budget. A couple of handsome fellas like us.
Don't touch
We're going to
me.
be bringing the ladies back, right?
Shh, maybe no.
It's a concern. If I was going to try and...
The images flooding into my mind are so abhorrent to me, Jimmy, that I must quell this line of thought.
I mean, it's not spacious. Let's not pretend it is.
Yeah, but that's literally the point. It's conserving space. Does it do it effectively?
Yeah, it bloody does.
Jimmy Carr, thank you very much. And on that devastating note, Jimmy makes his exit, his head a pulse with the brave new miniature world.
This is the
I
Cube
looked up-
project. The Cube is a 3 by 3 by 3 metre eco home in which one person, perhaps 2 friendly people, can live with a minimum impact on the environment. So I'm going to give you a quick tour of the Cube and draw attention to some of its eco features and show you how it all fits together in 3 by 3 by 3 metres. So we go through the door, which is a triple glazed unit. All the glazing on the Cube is triple glazing. So we enter the Cube and we're immediately into the lounge area. There's room for a washing machine in here, just to the right of the door, and there's room for hanging clothes and things up there. So we come into the lounge area and we've got 2 purpose-built, purpose-designed chairs which can form a 2-seater sofa, and in there we've designed it so that there's storage space in each of these chairs. And these chairs are upholstered in a fabric which is a mixture of wool and nettle fibres. In case you want to arrange it differently, the table here slides into the middle and you can put the other chair on the other side of the table if you want to sit opposite someone for dinner. The lighting in the Cube is all LED lighting, very efficient form of lighting, and the television here is also an LED TV, and that's one of the most efficient forms of TVs that you can buy. What else can I show you? Cork flooring throughout, and there's a 2-metre head height everywhere in the Cube, and in fact there's no more than 2 metres anywhere in the Cube apart from halfway up the stairs. There's a large cupboard space in here which is full of tools, so I'm glad you can't see into it, and goes right under the raised floor area. So this raised floor area is accessed using this space-saving staircase. You need to start with your left foot, otherwise you'll get out of sync with the steps. But once you get used to it, it's very easy and it saves an awful lot of space. So you come up the stairs, and over here, although we haven't put the door on yet, is a composting toilet, and that collects the solid waste, and that is composted, and the liquid waste runs away to a reed bed and a soak away. Over here we have a shower, a full-size shower, 800ml by 800ml, and out of the window there you can see the external unit of an air source heat pump which hangs on the side of the Cube, and that provides all the hot water and the heating for the Cube, and more triple glazed windows up here. So if I now go across to the other side, we have a kitchen. The kitchen here has got an induction hob. An induction hob heats the pan but not the air around it, so we don't get overheating or any risk of fire. Sink and drainer, and a very energy efficient fridge which stores space. And we've also got a recirculating cooker hood for cleaning the cooker air. a work surface here, and this is the internal unit of the air source heat pump, which provides the heating for the cube. Okay, so that's the kitchen, and then on top of what was the cupboard down below, we've got another space-saving staircase, and we can walk up the space-saving staircase, sit on the side of the bed, and this is a 4-foot bed, almost as big as a standard double, bigger than a standard single, and there's storage space up here. So looked at from this angle, I have the kitchen workspace, the kitchen, the shower, composting toilet. I can come out, forwards out of the bed, there's no ladders or anything that folds, down the stairs, back into the lounge, where I can sit down and put my feet up and watch the telly, energy saving telly, or I can move the furniture around as detailed previously. So just going around to the outside of the cube now, I'll show you some of the features on the outside which make the cube carbon neutral over the year. Just in short, we have solar panels on the roof and on the south wall, and those generate as much energy as produced in the cube over the year. I'll show you those now. Okay, coming to the outside of the cube now, just to show you some of the features of the outside. We've got sweet chestnut cladding, which is from a sustainable English source, all the way around the outside, and on top we have 8 solar panels, and in its normal configuration we'd have another 8 on the south wall. The south wall has got no windows, so we can put solar panels all over that south wall, and it's got no windows, so there's no direct solar gain into the building, so it won't overheat in the summer. Those solar panels will generate 3 kilowatts of electrical power peak, but that's enough over the year to make the cube carbon neutral, energy neutral. Because of the government's feed-in tariff though, it'll raise £1,000 in feed-in tariff income over the year, so that's £1,000 spending money once you've bought the cube and all the solar panels. Great, so just finally there's the air source heat pump on the outside, and you see that the cube is connected to 8 ground anchors, or you won't see it on every side, but there's 2 ground anchors on each side to stop it blowing away, each of which can resist a ton of pull-out force. So there we are, that's the cube, a 3 by 3 by 3 metre space in which one person can live with a minimum impact on the environment, carbon neutral, over
flat 8F. Nothing quite prepares you for something so small. This is it. All of it. There is no more. 10'4" by 8'4". I can't touch from one side to the other without hitting the wall. I am 6'1" tall. And this is the length of the flat. The apartment is a converted porter's toilet and cloakroom. It tasks even the estate agent's vocabulary.
Unusual, unique, interesting marketing opportunity. I would point out the high ceiling, I would point out the natural light coming through, I would point out the potential refurbishment, the location.
The original asking price of $145,000 has been well exceeded. The current top offer is believed to be around $280,000 for one simple reason. The old rule, location, location, location. This tiny apartment is in the best part of London and next to the top people's department store, Harrods.
You've got Harrods Food Hall opposite, who needs a kitchen? With this postcode, you're going to get a hell of a lot of interest.
The demand for this unique property has been intense. More than 100 viewings, a dozen offers. Ironically, the winner is likely to be an investor from Greece. More than $250,000. It's an awful lot of money for not a lot of apartment. But if that is what someone will pay for it, then that's what 8F is worth.